Hello and welcome to Five Red Lights with me, Matt, and my cousin here, Chris.
Hello.
And we are going to be talking about all things Formula One. Now, me and you, we've been into Formula One for quite a few years, haven't we, Chris?
We have indeed. I think I started probably after you. After you actually.
Was it after? Because, well, I did have the Formula One 2001 game.
Exactly, yeah.
I did, and I used to play that as a kid. I remember playing it when I was about 10 or 11 years old, and sometimes sitting down watching the Formula One with my dad. That was always really nice, really cool. Didn't really get into it as much though, because at that age you're just sort of watching race cars.
Yeah, go around cycles.
Yeah,
and you don't understand what's going on.
A lot of people do say that it's just cars going round and round in circles. It's really not. There's a lot more. Obviously, as you get older, you understand a lot more
definitely.
to do with that. But before, obviously, we get up and ready and up and going, it is time for us to say RIP to Charlie Whiting, of course. Big in the F1 game, obviously race director, and many other things, as I've heard in the drivers' conference. Like I heard Vettel talking actually that he was just hanging around the track with him literally yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, we're filming this on the day he died, so in the morning he died. So thoughts and prayers out to his family. I mean, yeah, Vettel yesterday.
All drivers respected him for what he did. If they had any issues, they'd speak to him and they'd respect what he had to say. And obviously he was the person who put the lights out.
Yeah.
He's going to be missed.
The Five Red Lights.
That's it,
I think that's why I named the podcast Five Red Lights.
I think he'll be irreplaceable, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the drivers' press conference literally just a minute ago, and I mean, the drivers really did say that he was open to discussion with them. I mean, they did wind him up sometimes apparently, but
he loved it.
Yeah, he loved it really, didn't he? So, no, he was always smiling and always happy. So, thoughts and prayers out to his friends and family.
Definitely.
For that unexpected loss. But anyway, moving on. We briefly spoke about our F1 background just before that. What other things have you sort of been involved with in Formula One, Chris? Really, like more recent.
Well, not recently, but I went to I can't remember which it was. Went to Silverstone one year.
Yeah.
And that was the year before they switched to the hybrid engines, I believe.
Oh, so you got.
I got the and I didn't wear. I didn't wear.
V10 back then or V8? V8 or V10? The V8s, I think. Yeah. Back then, so you got the proper sound.
That's it. Yeah, I didn't wear headphones because.
Oh, you can't.
No, you can't. You got to listen to it.
Of course.
Just seeing the drivers meters away from me is just unreal, and the way they go through the corners is. I just can't get my head around it. They're on the Sky Electric, so just go. Yeah,
it's unbelievable in person. I mean, like I went. What was it? 2 years ago?
Yeah, is it?
2 or 3 years ago, I went to Circuit to Catalonia, Barcelona, and that was insane. I even said to you, I can remember coming back and saying to you, the hybrid engines, they don't actually sound very bad.
No.
Because you were like, do the hybrid engines sound worse in person than they do on TV? Because at that point, obviously they've improved now, but in sound anyway.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And in reliability, everything else. But anyway, it was just insane to watch, and I really loved watching it, and just spending the whole weekend walking around the track, walking on the track as well.
Yeah,
post race. That was a really good experience and really thoroughly. We hope to go soon.
Definitely. Yeah, next year we're planning to go to Spa.
Yeah, next week we're planning next week. Next week we plan to go to Spa. Next year we plan on going to Spa. So that'll be a good thing. If this continues, then obviously we will do full coverage. Full cover. I say full coverage. It's not going to be really full coverage as such, but also I play on the F1 2018 game. Mm-hmm. I've personally got into that this year and last year. I've always been into F1, but my Formula One angst and my Formula One passion has really come out this year, and I really want to get into it now.
That's
so
nice. It's good.
Yeah. I mean, you've been into it the past 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah, I started watching it when Hamilton Hamilton started in 07.
Yeah, when the Brits starts winning, that's when we'll start watching it.
Yeah, more than that later, but yeah, that's when I got into it, around 2007.
So by any chance, is your favourite driver, Chris?
3 guesses.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton. Yeah. Yeah. I thought so. I'm going to go a bit of an orthodox answer to this one, because my favourite driver is not Lewis Hamilton. It's not.
No, I know.
No.
I think I know.
Well, back then it was Jenson Button. I love Jenson Button. I was a big Jenson Button fan. That's who I grew up with. But Daniel Ricciardo.
Yep.
Love Daniel Ricciardo.
That smile.
It's great. I just love watching him in interviews. I love watching him on the new Netflix series that we'll touch on later. He gives a great interview, and he's just an all-round. He just looks and sounds like an all-round great guy, and I can imagine that he is the same guy off camera.
Definitely, yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that Lewis Hamilton's a complete and utter wanker.
He can be. He wears his heart on his sleeve.
But you know what I mean. Like Lewis Hamilton is he does not give a lot away in interviews, and he's. No. I find him quite dull sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, but that's just me. That's just me. Team wise, does that make Mercedes your favourite team as well, or?
It does, yeah. I'm biased.
Who do you like to? Yeah, who do you like to see to do well?
I don't think Bottas is good enough for Mercedes. I think he's had his chance.
No,
I think Ocon should be in his seat.
I agree with you on that one as well. Actually,
He just hasn't been good enough.
No,
that's my opinion.
I know completely what you mean. In fact, I was thinking about that today. Through things what we were going to talk about. I thought touched on the Bottas subject, and I'm so surprised that Mercedes has put Ocon in their reserve driver seat. I was like, Bottas didn't perform very well.
He had a bit of bad luck last season,
yeah,
Bottas,
of course, but
in Azerbaijan with a puncture. Not Azerbaijan, was it? Yeah, that was, with a puncture.
Yeah.
But I still think he's good enough for the seat. Sorry, mate.
he performs well in a good car.
Yeah.
But that's all it is. It's just the fact that he's in a Mercedes, so he's up there in the grid. Put someone else in there, please, Mercedes, and
Ocon,
you might actually get ahead of Ferrari at the end of the season. We'll touch on that as well. That's given my end of season predictions away. That has. But anyway, we'll touch on that later as well. Obviously, the end of season predictions comes later on. Yeah. So, personal team for me, got to be McLaren, especially with the Renault engine. I mean, I drive a Renault, and they're a British team, and I've always loved McLaren. I loved McLaren Mercedes when Lewis Hamilton was a 2-time world champion with them. Mm-hmm. Won the championship twice with McLaren Mercedes. I loved them back then. I love them now. I hated watching those Honda engines just go completely kaput pretty much every single race.
Yeah, it's funny because in like MotoGP, for example, the Honda engine is just one of the best engines, and yet in F1 they can't. Well, they haven't cracked it yet. So let's hope for this season they've.
Yeah. I mean,
we know Honda can make engines.
Honda do make the best all-round car, one of the best
Yeah.
all-round car engines in general.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a bit weird that they kind of, well, I suppose they started off on the wrong foot in F1.
Yeah,
but
definitely. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Let's just hope this season they're. I mean, in testing they didn't have any reliability issues. I don't think with Honda, no. So good start.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like you say, Red Bull now with Honda, and they didn't have any reliability issue. Well, I think they had a few, but not too many.
Not with the engine, I don't think.
No. I think one of them was a gearbox.
Yes, yeah.
And other electrical failures, but yeah, so it's great to see a Honda engine doing well. If McLaren stuck with them, I don't know how well they'd be doing now.
McLaren might be like, damn it, we should have stuck then.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And you know, I'm glad they kind of go the Renault route because, as we've heard from Cyril Abute, or the team principal of Renault, apparently their engines are producing 30 or 50 more horsepower.
I think he said 50, which is quite a chunk.
50 horsepower more than what they were last season, which is
That's quite a big game.
Scary big. Considering...
Whether it's true, let's see.
Yeah, of course, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, because Renault are ex-World Championship contenders.
Yeah,
they've won it loads of times, a number of times. Obviously, Fernando Alonso and all that sort of jazz. So it's great to see that Renault are very positive at the minute, especially with my honey badger driver.
He's in his helmet for this season.
Yeah, it's great. It's great, isn't it?
It's different.
Yeah, I like it. I like the pink.
At least you'll know when it's him.
If it's Ricciardo.
Or Hulkenberg.
As opposed to the big number 3 on the side of the car. Oh yeah, there's the pink helmet. Oh yeah, and the big number 3 on the side of the car. Yeah, that's Daniel Ricciardo. But yeah, so can't wait to see how the Renault engine does in the McLaren and both the works Renault team.
Yeah,
obviously, driving a Renault, I have a massive soft spot for them, and Daniel Ricciardo racing for Renault as well. But I like how neither of us went Ferrari. They're just a team that you expect to win, don't you? Aren't they? They're just been in F1 for so long, and they won championships left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Well, I like Ferrari though.
Yeah, I mean, competition is good. Obviously, you got in my opinion, the top 2, Mercedes and Ferrari.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Red Bull slightly behind them.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that later, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. Season predictions. Might as well get there now, you know.
Now,
might as well
let's
talk about
jump
that now.
straight to it.
But yeah, so basically we've obviously started off this little talk here. We've just done it for a bit of fun.
Yeah, that's
Bit of fun.
makes us happy then.
Exactly.
We love talking about it. So.
We do love talking about it to each other whenever we meet up at family meetings.
I'm like,
The rest of the room disappears.
Matt, look at this on my phone.
Yeah. It's gone. And then it's just us two. Matt, Chris, where are they gone? They are sitting there. They're just ignoring us. Well, they're talking about race cars. So obviously we're just doing this for a bit of fun, aren't we?
Yeah.
Really. And this is what you can expect from us. We'll give very rubbish, but
hopefully
right, but
mostly
mostly rubbish. Yeah, because we have no idea what we're talking about. But we'll do some pre-race predictions, pre-weekend predictions, pre-weekend talk. So obviously in this video we'll talk about Australia right at the end. It's looking good in there. Just like to touch on that. It's looking good in Australia.
Yeah,
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Did you watch the live from Melbourne, the season launch?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I do like the track.
I touched on it, but
I do like. I mean, it's a street circuit. But I do like the layout. And it's not an overtaking track, but if any other race kicked off the season, it wouldn't be the same.
No.
If Bahrain started off, or even Silverstone, it wouldn't be the same. It's always been Australia.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's.
It's not always been Australia, but from what we know, from when we were growing up, Australia's always been the start. And like you say, street circuit, tight, nowhere to overtake really, apart from turn 1, really, and probably the last 2 or 3 corners. Yeah. You can make a lot of overtakes, and obviously the DRS zone. Yeah. And obviously the DRS zone as well is very, very cool. I like that bit.
Yeah.
I like the very, very fast right-hand, left-right chicane.
That's it. Yeah.
That's a really cool part of the track. Really enjoy it on the F1 go. Really enjoy it on there. So, yeah, really always look forward to Australia. Always do. And then I just usually trail off in the years, in the past years.
I'll
watch Australia. I won't this year. I won't. I promise. I'll start this now.
Every year, like he watches the Australian company and then just drifts off. Like,
yeah.
You got to watch it, mate. Every race. Come on.
Do you watch China? No. That's the second race. Well, it's not, but anyway, so you can expect obviously pre-race talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then in other videos, obviously post-race or post weekend. Comparisons with what we predicted and what we thought. We're going to do an of the week sort of section.
Dot of the week.
Yeah, dot of the week. So we're going to have the drive of the week. Not necessarily first place. I'd like to keep it not being who wins.
Yeah. Well, unless I was saying earlier, unless you get a Grand Slam, you can't argue.
Yeah.
But yeah, preferably not first place.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone who's made 50 overtakes or.
Yeah. Even someone who's going to start at the back of the pack, or if one of the rookies does really well, because we've got a lot of rookies this season. Lando Norris, Alex Albon, just two, George Russell. Also, you can sort of say.
I guess you can. Well,
you can sort of say Verstappen is still a rookie, but he's not. He's very experienced, but he's still very young.
Just out of nappies, but.
Yes. Yeah.
It's ridiculous how good he is already.
Return of Pierre Gasly as well. Return up.
And Kvyat's back.
Return of Kvyat, Danny Kvyat. I really quite rate him actually.
I don't.
Okay.
Difference of opinion, but that should be a good season.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
That's fair enough. Not a lot
season.
of people do rate Kvyat, to be fair, but
it's a difficult one to judge. But.
Yeah. He likes to get a bit contact, doesn't he? He likes
just
to get it, just a bit.
And with the wider front wings this season.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at you, Verstappen. Be careful. They're like. I've read somewhere. I'm not sure. They're like 6
foot. Yeah.
That's just ridiculous. That can't be right. That can't be right, can it?
I mean, I'm 6'5". Imagine me laying across the road.
I don't know if I read that right, because that's maybe it is right. He's a tall guy.
Yeah, very tall.
And
that is a very, very wide front wing.
Maybe it is right. I don't know, but they're definitely wider than the last season. So
yeah.
Got to be careful for the rear tyres.
Also, haven't they shortened the distance between the wing and the side pod so that it carries less dirty air for the cars behind?
They keep trying to improve that.
Yeah. So it's going to be more wheel to wheel, so they say.
They always say that.
But that'd be great.
That'd
be great. Yeah, I know. I'll be fantastic. I can't wait to see that.
My dream would be like Hamilton versus Verstappen versus Leclerc.
Yeah.
So I don't care about Vettel. But them three drivers.
Yeah. You like them three? You don't care very much about Vettel?
I think Leclerc is special.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's something. That lad has got.
I don't think he's got any fear at all.
No.
He's just going to go into the race and give it his all.
Yeah. He's going to dive bomb. He's going to dive bomb after dive bomb. He's going to dive bomb Lewis Hamilton on the first corner in Melbourne. You heard it here first. Oh wait, he's going to qualify second, so he won't be able to do that. But Lewis Hamilton will be able to defend. Don't worry, yes. I've got your back there. There you go. I won't diss Hamilton anymore.
He will.
No doubt. But anyway, so we'll do an of the week section. So driver of the week, rookies, etc. We'd like to see them do well, and one driver that I have a very massive soft spot for in Alfa Romeo is Kimi Räikkönen. I love Kimi Räikkönen. He's great, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I think they'll do well this season.
Did you see the quote from him the other day? I can't remember what it was. I think it was like, if you spend more days drunk than you do hungover, it's good. What a legend! That's my type of man. I want to be his friend.
Yeah, so cool.
He's great, literally. Iceman. Iceman is cool. So yeah, I'd like to see him do well in the Alfa Romeo this season. 100%. We'll also do the team of the week, so teams that we did not expect to do so well at a specific track as well. Uh-huh. So let's say, I don't know, Haas doing well in Monaco. Very unexpected. Also Renault in that track as well. Red Bull obviously always going to be win races like Monaco, Singapore, all stuff like that. So even Ferrari and Mercedes pipping Red Bull to a street circuit post. In the sense of Red Bull's obviously got the best chassis on the grid. Mercedes and Ferrari winning at those tracks is going to be something special for them, isn't it?
Yeah, well, definitely.
Yeah, so we'll do a team of the week section as well. And a win and a fail of the week as well.
Fail of the week.
I can't wait to do this. This is what I want to watch because I want to spot all the fails. Oh, so Hamilton's won again.
Yes.
Who failed? Who really did not do well this weekend? Or who made a funny face at Charles Leclerc? Or who stuck their middle finger up to Esteban Ocon? Oh, Max Verstappen did. He's got a main driver seat, reserve seat.
Yeah.
That's payback for Brazil. Bless him. But yeah, so that's basically what you can expect from us in these chats. We're just gonna have a laugh with it, aren't we? Really. At the end of the day, yeah, it's just a bit of banter. We'll have other people come in hopefully as well. Obviously gonna show our friends and family because we're that cool. And yeah, we're just gonna get other people in who are into F1. Your stepbrother, my other cousin Jake. He's very much into Formula 1, isn't he? And his sim racing games. He's very good at sim racing. I'd like to get him a few times as well. My brother as well is more than capable about talking about cars. He can't shut up about cars whenever.
Do you think I'll watch it this season or not?
I think he said I mentioned it to him. What was it yesterday? And he did say that he'd like to sort of do watch a few races, but he's not really into Formula 1 as such. He's more into the drift scene. I don't know why. I don't know why you'd prefer to go sideways rather than forwards in the car, but that's just some people, isn't it? Not making any judgments.
Each to their own.
Each their own. So yeah, we'll have a few other people come in.
Special guests.
Oh, if we can, yeah, that'd be great. I mean, let's get Kimi Räikkönen on.
I'll call him up later.
Yeah, if you can. I mean, Sam gave me his number, but I told him he was too dull, so.
Oh wow!
So he didn't give it to me.
I know what his mobile number starts with though.
07?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got to figure out the rest.
Don't call that the Sam guy. Just got to
figure out the rest. It's going to be here a while.
So obviously, I touched on the Netflix series a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been watching it?
No.
You haven't been watching it?
In a word, no. I heard it got mixed reviews, and that's for people who want to get into the sport, and I'm already into the sport, so perhaps you watching will be like, oh, he's not a fan, but I just don't think. I mean, I'll probably watch it eventually. Yeah. But it's not at the top of my list. To go home and watch it right away. Yeah,
I know what you mean, and I've watched it myself. There's 10 episodes, and I'm on episode 7, I think, 7 or 8. There were apparently I was watching a certain podcast the other week, and they said that there's only certain episodes that people were recommending to watch.
Oh, okay.
So one episode I really fully recommend watching. I have watched this one. Is the whole Red Bull versus Renault debate, and Red Bull obviously falling out with Renault because obviously Red Bull had a Renault engine before, and they basically their talks about getting out with Renault, going into Honda, and then the Renault boss obviously then saying to Christian Horner, you know, why are you going this way, and you know the whole sort of debate. And then it's quite funny how they show it in the Netflix series, because it shows Red Bull leaving Renault for their engine, then Renault taking Daniel Ricciardo from Red Bull. So it's like, oh, you have an engine, you have a different engine, we'll have your driver. So it's pretty cool. It's a really good series to watch. My friend said that he watched it. Obviously, he sent me a message. Literally, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and he was watching the F1 documentary, as he calls it. It is a documentary. And he said that I asked him afterwards, "Are you gonna end up watching Formula 1 now?" He was like, "Yep, this series has got me completely into Formula 1." And I also asked him if he would watch a F1 podcast.
Oh yeah,
starring myself.
Hint, hint.
Alexander, if you're watching, and you got this far, well done, mate.
Most people would have turned off.
Yeah.
It's our first episode, guys. Please.
Of course, but we don't mind. We're having fun. I'm having fun anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
But the Netflix series is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. They do story it a bit. I don't know what I can say about that. I'm trying to explain myself. I think they put together certain bits where they shouldn't be put together to create their own story, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So what actually happened back then didn't happen in that particular order, maybe, or that thing wasn't said with that picture on the screen or whatever. So it's just like little bits here and there where they do exaggerate it a bit, but it's all for the watchers, isn't it?
That's it, yeah, all for the views.
Yeah, it's all for people to get into F1. I'm not going to complain about that.
No.
I want more people to be more into Formula One because I feel like it's not really publicised enough in this country, especially as we are very good at it. Do you know what I mean? We are very good in the drivers, in the teams as well. I know McLaren haven't done so well, but we have done so well in the past. So I think...
I know this is not on our agenda, but I think the reason why F1 isn't as popular as it can be in the UK is because of Sky. Is because you have to pay money to watch it.
Yeah, it is a bit...
Whereas in like Germany, for example, I believe it's free to watch.
Yeah, I did hear though that they were bringing out an F1 TV.
Yeah, F1 TV is out.
It's going to be free to watch in 2025.
Yes.
That's the year that they're going to do it.
As soon as the Sky deal expires, and let's hope they don't renew it, then F1... Because when F1 TV was first announced, I was really excited, and then I realised, oh hang on, Sky still have the rights, and then I was like, sad face.
Yeah.
Because F1 TV looks very, very good.
Yeah.
Because you can have, for example, 2 on boards.
Okay.
At the same time.
Oh, brilliant.
Of the whole race. So Hamilton and Leclerc, I'll just have them on top of each other, just watching them both and having stats on the left. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, you'd have to do that.
Because
that'd be amazing.
And I was so excited when I first read about it. And it's just the Sky. So, because Sky have got the rights in the UK,
we
have to wait and see if the deal expires. But I presume they're going to renew it.
Yeah.
In a few years, but let's see.
I reckon they will. But
let's see.
They said I heard someone that was 2025 that this F1 TV was going in. But that is a shame that it is so expensive to watch, but it is all a money game at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, Mr. Murdoch.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it would be better if it was more televised. But then again, football, club matches are on Sky Sports as well, and you do have to pay for those as well, sort of ish kind of thing. And football's massive here.
That's just the way it is, I guess. Now you've got to pay to watch quality television.
Yeah, well, that's it. But moving on from what you can expect though, so obviously
that was a long section.
That is a long section. What you can expect from us? We're promising a lot here.
We won't let you down.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll try.
We'll see. But anyway, moving on. We've got our end our season predictions for the team predictions. So I think we can both agree who will not do very well this season. Finishing in 10th, Ferrari.
My list is upside down. Or your list is upside down.
Sorry, yeah. There you go. Done it. Williams.
Williams.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
That's sad.
It is
because
sad.
I'm not sure what happened to Paddy Lowe, but they said gardening leave. So who knows when he'll come back.
Leave to go do some gardening.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
He's digging plants.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's leaving his F1 team to plant some chrysanthemums.
Yes. No.
Ah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's a shame. It's a shame.
I
could just imagine him. So sorry. I could just imagine him having a sit-on lawnmower with Williams Martini Racing livery.
They'll be faster than his car. That's for sure. Sorry, Williams. I had to. Sorry. Straight face. I don't think Williams. I've got a feeling they won't finish the season.
You said that to me earlier, didn't you? Yeah. Is this a shame? I really want them to finish.
I mean, you think how long they had to create their 2019 car?
They turn up to testing late.
Exactly, and you think in that few days, what couldn't you have done that you should have done in the past year?
Yeah.
Why have you got to delay it a few days? And I think that's a sign of things are not going well in the management department.
Yeah.
The management department.
Yeah, someone's not doing their job very well there. No. And they need to go.
And then they get rid of Paddy Lowe. That's a bit strange.
But Claire Williams, obviously deputy head principal. I watched on the Netflix series, and she's very passionate about what she does. So
yeah, she seems in interviews she does seem passionate, and she's winning the team on.
Yeah,
what you'd expect.
What you need from a team principal at the end of the day.
And so they've got Kubica back, which is great because after what he went through in that accident, I don't know how the hell he can get behind the F1's wheel again. But
what a man!
He's proved it.
Yeah. What
So let's hope he can take Williams back to where they belong.
Yeah, I'd like to see Kubica do well, obviously.
Yeah.
But George Russell, obviously last year's F2 World Championship winner.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see him.
Big difference between F2 and F1. People think, next step.
Yeah.
Well, it is the next step, but it's the top.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I've learned this from playing Motorsport Manager.
Yeah.
I won't promote myself or my team that I created into F1 because it's the funding. The jump, if you've seen Rush as well, the jump from F2 to Formula 1 is absolutely biblically massive. And George Russell, do you think he will suffer, or do you think he will perform really well?
Overall, I don't think he'll do that well.
No.
He's a rookie, and this is his first season in an F1.
I'd like to see him get a point.
And he's up against Kubica.
Yeah.
Who, even though he's come back after that long, I still don't think he has a chance against him, really.
Anyway, let's move on.
Let's move on
Ninth.
to number 9.
Who have you got at 9?
I've got Toro Rosso.
You've got Toro Rosso. That's interesting. Why Toro Rosso?
It was between them and Racing Point.
Yeah.
Only because to me, the top 6 were pretty simple to me, which is why I've got 8 and 9. Or sorry, the top 7 were pretty easy for me.
Yeah.
So 8 and 9, it was between Racing Point and Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
Obviously, Racing Point were Force India last year.
Of course, went into administration.
Yes.
Someone was a naughty man. Old Sinjay.
That's it.
CJ was a naughty man, wasn't he? Supposedly accused of.
Yes, yeah.
He did it. Oh, we don't know. I'm not investigating. But
let's
anyway,
into that.
but yeah, Racing Point. I like their livery. I think they have a good looking car. I like the pink.
Pink. Well, pink brightens the grid up.
It does. It really does. And
I mean, most cars are pretty dull. Let's be honest.
Racing Point / Force India. They have brought a bit of pizzazz to Formula 1, haven't they?
Yes,
they have really brought the
pink and white.
Yeah, I like that. It's only because I've only put Racing Point there instead of Toro Rosso because I heard that they have literally got last year's car and then done the necessary things to change it to 2019 regulations, and they've kept everything else.
Yeah.
They've just basically kept.
That's not a good start.
But they are very good at developing throughout the season.
They are.
As we have seen in previous seasons.
Yeah.
So that could very well change, but I think the other midfield teams will just develop probably just at the same rate. If not more.
I mean, to me, we've got 3 tiers. You've got the top 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, then I've got Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
I have put an arrow there. I don't know why. But I've got Toro Rosso as well. It's only because they will start off well. Mm-hmm. They'll start off well.
They've got a good looking car, but it doesn't mean it's fast, of course. No, of course, so we'll see.
They've got their Red Bull rear ring.
Mm-hmm. A lot of Red Bull parts.
Obviously, being a sister team, they have got a lot of Red Bull parts. So I think they will do well at the start of the season.
Yeah.
But then they'll trail off because
their
development will just
slow down.
It'll plateau basically, and it'll just stay stagnant. But we'll see. Toro Rosso always do perform some form of miracle sometimes, and you sort of see them up there, and you're like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, you can have doubt because there's Red Bull's sister team, so
yeah, of course, yeah.
Whichever Red Bull, if Red Bull gets some parts and that works well on their car, they'll pass them down eventually.
Yeah.
6 months later, have our parts.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we've developed new ones ages ago. Right, you can have our old
They were
ones.
fast then, but they might not be so fast now.
No, sorry guys.
sorry.
Right, who have you got next?
In 7th, I have got McLaren.
Yeah, see, so have I, but I'm thinking Haas. I'm more going towards Haas, not because I'm biased towards McLaren at all. I did put McLaren there initially, but I just think that McLaren have got it a little bit sorted this season. Yeah,
I mean, obviously testing. Who knows what testing? You know, Williams could have set the fastest lap and win him anything.
no, that's it. But from looking at the cars briefly, see on videos,
McLaren looks extremely complex.
Yeah, it does.
Probably one of the most complex cars.
I think it's the best looking car on the grid, in my opinion.
It's up there.
I love the papaya.
And the front wing is like all the intricate little details is ridiculous.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Lando Norris is a very big.
I think I'm pinning my hopes on him doing the best job out of all the rookies this season.
Do you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I like Alex Albon at Toro Rosso.
I don't really know much about him, to be honest.
I've heard a lot of good things.
I've heard it. I think I've seen him being interviewed once. He seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
In testing, I saw him being interviewed. But yeah, out of all the rookies, I think
Lando Norris is going to outperform.
Yeah.
Sort of midfield rookies, let's say.
Yeah.
Because you obviously got Charles Leclerc.
Yeah.
In the Ferrari. Up there. But you never know. You never know. You never know. Really do. You never know with Formula One. But yeah, I mean, like you say, McLaren have got the good rookie. They've got a good development team as well. They've got the resources there.
No, they've got the money. They've got everything. It's just that power unit.
Yeah.
You could argue,
if Renault say that they have improved the engine.
Yeah.
Who's to say that they haven't given McLaren the same sort of go ahead on their power unit?
That's it. Yeah. I mean, you could argue McLaren have got one of the best chassis. Obviously, you need one and one to work. So you need things to work together.
To work.
Intertwine.
Intertwine. Of course, you need to. One with the car.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And colour signs, I really rate him as a driver. I do.
I do like it. Yeah.
Definitely. Who have you got next after that? Well, I've got Haas there. We did touch on Haas. I've got Haas. I would probably put. Let's say I'm going to go Haas below McLaren.
I've got Haas in 6th, Alpha in 5th.
So let's touch on Haas.
Haas, I mean Ferrari B spec or Ferrari sister team, as are Alpha, but Alpha, I think Alfa Romeo again in testing. Who knows? But their car looks quick.
Yeah, and they've got better.
Especially with Raikkonen behind the wheel.
And I think Alpha have got a better driver in Raikkonen.
Yeah.
Than both Grosjean and Magnussen.
Yeah,
but I think that Grosjean and Magnussen are both better than what Giovinazzi is going to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Giovinazzi.
No, I'm not sure about him either.
When he come from, like thin air.
I think he was like Ferrari's reserve team driver 2 years ago.
What happened to him?
I don't know. I think he went down to F2 or something.
Yeah, well, obviously Alfa and Haas are Ferrari's sister teams, which is why I've put them relatively high up.
Yeah.
Ferrari a bit kinder to their sister teams, unlike Red Bull. If Ferrari get the new parts and they work straight away, they'll pound them down.
Yeah.
To Haas and then
to
Alfa, then Haas.
Haas always have developed well throughout the season.
Yeah.
I just don't rate their drivers that much. I see what I mean.
I didn't remember
I think the drivers are great.
Yeah.
But they're just not they're not as talented as the rest of the pack, I don't think. No. I mean, Grosjean and Magnussen.
I like Grosjean. I do like him. Even after his one race.
Personally, when you met him the other week for a coffee.
Good guy.
Good old
very
my man.
Yeah. I told him off about the Spa incident again.
Did you?
Yeah. Because he took a Hampton up.
Good.
Naughty. One race ban. Naughty. No, but I do rate Grosjean.
Yeah.
Not that highly, but I do like him as a driver.
Yeah.
And Magnussen.
He obviously got unlucky a few times as well, Grosjean last season.
Yeah. I think his driving's pretty good.
Yeah.
Grosjean's.
Yeah.
When he's calm.
Yeah, when he's not under pressure more than anything.
Magnussen to me is a bit meh.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's like a boss, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't really speak much.
He's good, but he's not.
He doesn't stand out to me.
No. I can think of so many other drivers that have been, even last season, who would probably suit better in Formula One.
I think Grosjean will, over the season, beat Magnussen.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Fair enough. And then obviously you've got Alpha there. I've got Alpha there as well.
And you've got Alpha in 5th or 6th?
Yeah, 5th. Yeah. 5th.
You've got them in 5th.
I'm going to go, Haas below McLaren, then Alpha.
That
front wing though.
That front wing dull.
How groovy does that look?
On the first day of testing, when they unveiled it, everyone was like, "What the hell have they done to that front wing?"
Yeah, the whole paddock. I think we're talking about.
And I was a bit worried. At the time, I thought perhaps Alpha had found a loophole in the regulations, but I thought, well, no, they can't have. Because if you change, you can't change the front wing. If Mercedes were to copy it, for example, you can't just change the front wing. You need to change the whole car.
Yes, yeah, you really do.
And I don't think
you can suit that because it doesn't end at the end plates basically.
No.
The end plates are there, and then the sort of the wing intricate bits sort of come out and they don't touch with the end plates, whereas the rest of the cars they do. Yeah. Apart from I believe some other team. Ferrari did take that innovation a little bit, but I think theirs do touch the end plates a little bit. But they've got like a sort of similar style where they kind of go.
A scoop.
Got a scoop sort of action. Whereas obviously Red Bull have got the whole thing. Pretty much all the teams got the whole thing going across the end plates. Whereas they've got. So we'll see. It could be, as they call, a silver bullet.
Could be, yeah. Have Alpha found the double diffuser? You know, when that happened with Brawn. I don't think they have. I don't think they'll run away at all. But I think they could
run away from their competition that they had last season.
They're definitely faster than they look.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I mean, you know, when you think they were sort of challenging with Racing Point Williams last season, as Sauber, as they have been rebranded to Alpha, they've run away from them now, I think.
Yeah, and that rear end, you've got to tag NSFW people.
NSFW?
Not suitable for work. Because it's naughty. It just makes people excited.
It does. Oh dear.
No, that rear end is
toilets there.
Yeah, no. Back in a minute.
Fourth, I think we can all agree on Renault being top of the midfield.
Yeah. And last season they were fourth.
Yeah.
They've got a better driver. I think Ricciardo will. Well, he's already fitted in. He's only been there however long.
I mean, there's so many videos on YouTube of Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah.
He looks like he's just so much more happy.
And his person just like bounces off him, and
like,
I'm sure the garage love him.
Yeah.
And but they can't wait to work with him properly, starting from tomorrow.
Yeah. That's it.
I mean, at the time when I read that he left for Red Bull, I'm like, why? And I don't think this season he's not expecting to win races this season, but maybe he's thinking of the long run like Hamilton did.
Yeah. And
maybe next season, or when the new regs come in 2021, is it? Yeah. He might think, oh, I made a good decision here.
Yeah. I think I was watching a video earlier, and he walked into the paddock, into the pit, into this sort of area where all the computers are.
Yeah.
Boss went up to him. He went, "Oh, we're not faster than Ferrari." He's like, "Well, I don't expect that."
No.
He was like, and then the boss was like, "Yet." So we might see some improvements during the season. You never know. They might even challenge Red Bull.
Yeah, could be. It depends how Red Bull.
I doubt it. I'm not predicting that at all.
No.
But I'd like to see Ricciardo get or Hülkenberg get a surprise podium.
Yeah, definitely.
Somewhere like Hungary, where it is very possible. Very tight circuit there, and sort of in the Europe sort of start part of the season. Yeah, they could get a surprise result for us, so that'd be good.
Between them two, I'm not quite sure who'll come on top, because I think Hülkenberg's
a very good driver. He's very underrated.
Yeah, underrated, definitely. Yeah.
He has been for a while now.
Yeah,
and
that could be quite close, that inter-team battle.
Yes.
Probably might be the closest.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and obviously, being a bit of a Ricciardo fan, want to see Ricciardo come out on top, but I have a lot of time for Hülkenberg. I'm not saying that Hülkenberg is Satan.
No.
And but he's a great driver as well.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to watching that battle going on there. Yeah, 100%. Renault as a team, obviously love their livery, love their car. I'm a massive fan of Renault in general, Chris. No, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm all about Renault this season.
I know you are. We will have fights this season.
Renault. Not going to be biased at all, obviously, in these talks.
I'll try to.
Well, we'll touch on Mercedes soon, won't we? Considering I've got them third. No, I haven't really. I haven't got Mercedes third.
He's got them second. What's this on? What's this going about?
Second. Well, for one reason, I'll tell you in a minute. But Red Bull, obviously third. Red Bull third.
I mean, they've been third for however many years. I mean, eventually they'll get there, but it's the PU, isn't it? It's a power unit, as always. I mean, I've said it before. They've probably got well, who knows this season, but last season they're one of the best chassis.
They can develop everything else.
They got Mr.
To a T.
Dr. Helmet Marco.
Yeah, they develop everything else to a T.
Yeah.
It's just that.
I've said every year.
That heart.
Yeah, the first half of the season they always trail, and the second half of the season they always catch up. But it's too late by then.
Yeah.
They've got to be at it from the get go.
Yeah.
So from tomorrow, Red Bull, you got to be on it.
Yeah. You're Verstappen winning in Melbourne tomorrow.
Yeah, and Verstappen, I can't wait.
Yeah.
That guy is.
He's an unbelievable talent.
He only came out of nappies yesterday.
Yeah.
And the amount of
he's a lot younger than both of us.
Yeah, that puts it into perspective.
Yeah, it really does. A good old school term.
Yeah.
Or a good old school.
Yeah,
so when he was coming up into when we were at school, when he was coming up into high school, we weren't leaving high school. So, what? You're driving for. You know what? I'm gonna go now.
When that day comes where Hamilton retires, I think I will be supporting Verstappen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've decided that for a while. I think it's
good shout.
Yeah.
But
not until it goes.
Yeah, obviously, of course.
Because he's a rival.
Yeah, but yeah, Red Bull drivers good. Red Bull very good.
Pair. Yeah, good pair.
The Honda power unit.
Yeah.
We did touch on that briefly. We can touch on it again.
Yeah.
Their relationship has improved massively.
A good start to testing.
Yeah, very good start to testing. Obviously, Toro Rosso used the Honda power unit last season.
Yeah.
And if Toro Rosso, their sister team, the team that you would expect to tell you the truth all the time, if they say it's good, people have gone for it. And you know what? I'm not even disheartened that they shoved off Renault because Renault don't need your Red Bull. I've never really been a fan of Red Bull. I know I shouldn't get too personal opinions about these teams, but I'm not a big fan of Red Bull really. I like Red Bull and I like what they bring to the sport in that sort of sense.
Yeah.
Of, Red Bull, but.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Christian Horner either, to be honest. But he seems.
I'll tell you what. Someone this Reddit post. Someone's actually put. Who has never watched F1 before. There's a list of quotes, and first time watching this series, he said that Christian Horner seems like a bit of a
beep. Get a beep machine out. Yeah.
But he pulls it off because he looks quite smart in a suit.
That's it. Yeah, I've heard that as well today. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
The whole list. I wish I could just get the whole list up now. If I'm honest, there's some of the things that, and it's the same guy on the team radio, the same English guy. I swear to God, it's the same one. Yep, Lewis, if you could just box in, please, the slap. It's the same guy. He's just on different walkie-talkies, all controlling it from the box at the top.
I think Red Bull will still finish third. I don't think they'll finish fourth or second. I think there'll be the massive gap between second and third again.
Yeah.
Like it has been for the last few years.
I don't think the gap will be so massive as last season.
I don't think it'll be as big, no.
But they will get some race wins other than in Monaco this season.
Yeah. Azerbaijan, maybe.
Yeah, we could see them do well in Azerbaijan this season. We could possibly see them do well in Melbourne, to be fair. If the pre-season testing carries on from then into Australia, then we could see them get a very good result there this weekend.
When the thing with testing is it one track, and you can't judge it at all. There's so many.
And Catalonia is such a difficult track as well to really see where the cars are at as well.
You don't know what tyres are on. You don't know the fuel loads. You don't know engine modes. You don't know anything.
That's it.
So
only the teams know. So
if
you get in contact, Mercedes, please say that you're half a second quicker than Ferrari, rather than the other way around.
Take all the sandbags off Mercedes. It's a good time to do it.
Yeah, that's it. But that's the next sort of team on my list.
Not for me.
Sorry.
It's going to be big. Mercedes versus Ferrari.
I see you get a bit agitated.
Yeah, getting agitated.
Do you know what? The only reason I still think Lewis Hamilton will get his 6th driver championship. I do think he will pit Vettel. But I think Vettel and Leclerc will both do a lot better than Bottas, and I think Max Verstappen will also do better than Bottas. But the Ferraris will just outclass the Red Bulls,
Mm-hmm.
but because of Lewis's raw talent and probably having probably a better setup on the car every time, he will come out on top. The rest of the pack, but Bottas will finish like 6th this season. That's the only reason, and then both Ferraris will pick up more points rather than both Mercedes, because it is both drivers at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
getting the points for the team, and I don't think Bottas will do well for Mercedes this season, and you can expect to see Ocon in that car next season.
Yes, Mr. Wolf.
Toto,
my
put
friend.
Ocon in, man.
I mean, I think for Vettel and Ferrari will be very strong, and I don't think Leclerc will settle for a number 2 at all. Number 2 driver, if they're close on track, there's no way Leclerc will back down.
No.
Not a chance, Vettel.
No.
Not a chance.
No, he won't be gunning for it.
And I'm biased, so I support Hamilton, but he can eke out, let's say, 3, maybe 4 tenths over Bottas.
Yeah.
And I still think Mercedes will win the constructors.
You do, don't
because
you?
they've been in this position so many past 4 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Every time we've come to testing, Ferrari have always been the quickest.
Yeah.
And then what happens last season? Hamilton out-qualified Ferrari by 6 tenths.
Yeah.
So again, you just don't know what Mercedes are. I think in testing, Mercedes just focused on themselves, didn't give a crap about anyone else.
No, they didn't.
Probably didn't even look at the competitors' times.
Right, the week 1 in testing, they brought out their B-spec car just to put a few bits on it that they wanted to test. Fair play to them. They're more intelligent than us, obviously. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. The first week, Mercedes weren't that impressive. They didn't set many fastest laps.
They brought the B-spec car in.
And then the second week they bought the B-spec car with ugly nose, by the way.
Oh yeah. With the sort of
but
circle on the end.
Yes, which doesn't represent anything at all.
No, it does not. Yeah.
And
what about?
went on. It just looked like I went on a diet. The car from week 1 to week 2, it just looked like went from someone who was average to a man with a 6-pack. And I've been to the gym for weeks on end. They'd lost weight and it gained sharp edges and things, and well, it doesn't.
Toned up basically.
Well, I do prefer the look of the Mercedes from the first week.
Yeah.
The second week's car does look. It doesn't look as good.
No.
But it's probably obviously faster.
Well, we'll see. We've got obviously got Ferrari in first. I think I've watched too many YouTube videos and end of season predictions, and I've kind of just jumped on the Ferrari bandwagon that they will do well.
Yeah.
But I've said my reasoning. I just don't think Bottas will do very well at all in that car this season.
This is last chance this season, definitely.
100%. If not, we can see.
And maybe in the back of Toto Wolff's mind, he's already thinking, have I made a mistake?
Yeah.
But putting him in the seat for another year, but
possibly
too late now anyway.
Yeah. But we do. Obviously, I wish Bottas.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's a good driver.
All the luck
He's
in
a
the
good
world.
driver. He just
needs it. No, he doesn't really. He's a good driver, but
he's just
not world class.
No.
I don't think. Because obviously in football you got world class players and then you got really good professional players.
Yeah.
You got first class and you got world class.
Yeah, you got
two different, very, very.
You've got your Ronaldos, your Messis, your Mbappes, your Agueros. Then you've got your underlying players.
Yeah.
And to me, you've got Hamilton. I think Leclerc is already up there, even though he hasn't raced yet.
I think yeah.
I think he's going to get in the car.
He's done bits for Sauber.
Yeah.
He done absolute bits for Sauber. I mean, you know, the amount of times that he just died, but you see an overtake, oh, Leclerc's overtaken such and such, and like, what? In a Sauber? You're mental. You are crazy. And you are younger than my, I don't know, my dogs. They're not, he's not, but...
Yeah, I think he'll be the star man. What's the star kid this season?
Yeah, he will be, 100%. You can expect to see him do well.
I was getting a bit fed up with Vettel versus Raikkonen, if I'm being honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I think Vettel needs a new challenge, and he's certainly got it this season.
I think it's because Raikkonen got to that stage where he was like, I don't really care.
Yeah, can't be asked. CBA.
He wins. I just drive.
Drink. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but...
Do you know what I mean? Because he's now at a place where he can literally just chill out now and see out his retirement, and he's still loving his driving, which is the main thing.
Vettel's got his first, other than Raikkonen, this is his second teammate since he's been at Ferrari, so will he crack under pressure?
We'll see. We'll soon see. Starting from tonight at 12:30. It is at 12:30 tonight, isn't it? Because it's Friday, 12:30 AM. So technically,
I thought it was
it will be Friday,
Let me check on my
12:30 AM, because it's obviously Thursday. Today, 12:30 AM.
It starts at 1. Well, the programme might start at 12:30. The actual session starts at 1 o'clock.
So Friday, 1 AM.
Yes.
Which is tonight for us.
Yes.
Thanks, Australia, for being on the other side of the world.
God.
Nice one,
Your
guys.
fault. What? Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. So, talking about Australia.
Yes.
Excited?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I think.
See those 5 red lights?
Hint, hint. I think in practice, I don't think we'll see the cars true where they rank until Q3. I think it'll be that late.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I think
Maybe end of Q2,
Q2,
but
yeah.
Q3 is when they'll turn the engines up, as we all know.
Yeah.
The one lap.
So it'll be Ferrari front row lockout, won't it?
I think. I think Hamilton.
Yeah.
This is for qualifying. Hamilton, Vettel, and Leclerc.
Is that the podium?
No, that's not the podium. No. I'm not sure between Leclerc and Vettel for the qualifying.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Vettel, Leclerc. Hamilton,
Yeah.
Vettel, Leclerc for qualifying.
Sure.
Yeah.
Vettel, Hamilton, Leclerc.
Hamilton, Vettel, Leclerc. Yeah. Yeah.
Vettel first. Hamilton.
No, Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton, Vettel, Leclerc.
Look, he's on a cheat. Hamilton, Vettel, Leclerc. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What about you?
I think Hamilton will get pole. I actually do.
Only because of last season.
Yeah.
I said a minute ago, he was 6/10 quicker than anyone else.
He's
It's
always
ridiculous.
He's always pretty good in qualifying at Melbourne. Don't think he'll finish there in the race, but we'll move on to that. Second, I'm gonna go opposite with you because
it was tough for me.
Yeah, because I want to just be different to you, and then we can like keep score if you like. Leclerc, Vettel, and then probably both Red Bulls.
Yeah, Verstappen.
Verstappen, Gasly.
Yeah. And then like the Ricardo / Raikkonen, I think they'll be up there.
Yeah, I think Bottas will sit in sixth. Then I think Ricardo will qualify well.
Yeah,
I think he might even sneak in a sixth.
Cool.
That'd be good to see.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Very good to see.
I mean, it's the first race; anything can happen.
Yeah, you can see those alphas up there.
Yeah.
Raikkonen 7th.
I don't think Giovinazzi will finish 7th. I think it'll be way down.
Giovinazzi will qualify much less.
Yeah.
I think you can expect to probably see Grosjean and Magnussen up there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could argue Raikkonen's got half a second on Giovinazzi before you take anything into account.
Yeah.
I just don't think
100%. 100%. So that's qualifying. What about the race?
Hamilton. Surprise, surprise.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Hamilton, Leclerc, Vettel. So I've switched.
So you've switched.
I've Hamilton,
your qualifying
Leclerc,
to
Vettel.
race.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Vettel will win it.
Yeah.
Purely because he will just have him on strategy. Possibly. I don't think Mercedes have sorted out their tyre wear issues.
Yeah, let's hope they. Well, I hope they do this season because it's getting annoying now.
Yeah. It'll be close.
Yeah.
Hamilton's obviously second. I think Leclerc will finish 4th.
Who's third?
Ricardo. He's going to get his Australian podium.
Wow, that'll be mental. Imagine it.
Home race. I know that's a very out there prediction.
It is for the
but
first race.
anything's possible.
Yeah.
And you never know, Red Bull could come out and both their Honda engines could just go.
That'll probably happen. No, I don't know. Who knows?
What happened to Verstappen? I should go. I should stop this now. Let's just stop whilst we're ahead. So yeah, that's my out of the way predictions. I think Alpha again. They'll do well. They'll be up there with Haas, and I think McLaren actually. McLaren will probably come out of the sticks. I'd like to see Lando Norris get a point in Melbourne. I think that would be a very, very big achievement for the youngster.
Yeah, definitely.
Any of the youngsters down that back. Albon as well. If he gets a point, very well done to him. Expect to see that probably. Yeah,
definitely. They'll all have their chance to get points. You know, you got Merckx. Hamilton won't finish the race. Vettel won't finish the race. Yeah, they'll all get their opportunities. Just whether they take them or not. That's when it shows. Are they good? Do they deserve to be in the seat? If they get an opportunity and they don't take it, that's when you think.
So, who do you think will surprise you in Australia?
I'm going to go for Raikkonen or Ricciardo or. I think Raikkonen could. Depends on where he finishes in qualifying.
Yeah.
But if he's, let's say, top 7, 8, he could finish 5th, 6th, maybe.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. That's just
fair enough. It's a good prediction. Yeah.
Pluck out of thin air.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because that's what we're here to
do.
Yeah, that's what they look good in testing.
Say what's on our mind about about what we might think could be possible. Because anything's possible in sports. Let's be honest. It's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Especially this sport, Formula 1, where top 3 teams could all have their engines blow out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Be involved in a massive pile-up.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Let's hope that does not happen. Never like a pile-up. Don't mind a crash. Quite like watching crashes. They're pretty cool. But no, not a pile-up. No, we want to see some proper racing.
Yeah. Hopefully they get a bit closer this year, without getting into the dirt.
Yeah.
That's the main challenge, is to try and make racing again, because you can't do it. As soon as you get behind someone, you've got no grip, and it's not racing.
Yeah, you can really feel it on the game as well.
Yeah. It's not good.
That dirty air is pretty dirty. It is what it is.
So let's hope this. I mean,
I'm very excited for this season. We should have started this much earlier than what we have done, actually, because we've been excited for a long time, haven't we? Really. Yeah. And
we do things late.
We do things late. I mean, you've been busy this week. I've been busy as well with various things going on in my own personal life. But we thought we'd give this a crack. It's been a lot of fun today, actually.
Good.
I've really enjoyed just talking here, just in front of. I hope it's still running.
Yeah, same. Or not enough space.
Whoops. Never mind. We'll do this again after the race. But anyway, I think we can finish it there, really.
Yeah, I think so.
Can't we? Yeah.
Covered most things, I think.
Covered all the things we want to cover. So if you guys did obviously like the video, I'm going to put this on YouTube, so it will be a smash of that like button.
Please.
And subscribe to the Five Red Lights podcast. That's all from me. Matt, anything else?
And this is our first video, so it's probably not perfect, but any suggestions, let us know.
In the comments below. Yeah.
Down below.
Go for it, guys.
It's been a pleasure. Can't wait, mate. Can't wait.
I know. It's going to be a fantastic season.
Can't wait. Yeah.
Fantastic. Bye, guys.
See you later.